have some body cam footage here where the police officers had to use deadly force to subdue the perpetrator. This footage comes out of Appleton, Wisconsin. It's off of Police Sergeant Christopher Beese's body camera. The perpetrator you're about to see is 47-year-old Reuben Houston. He did shoot and kill an Appleton firefighter, Mitch Lungard, and he wounded an officer, Paul Christensen. The police also wounded a bystander, another woman. I don't have her name at the moment. But as you'll see, Houston is on the bus. He's incoherent. They have to revive him with Narcan. And there's a little bit of argument of whether or not he should seek medical help. The video is pretty long. I just cut it down to the point where the action is. I'm going to start where Houston's already off the bus and the police officers just want to give him a quick pat down so he can go get his medical help. They want to make sure everything's clear as usual.
Your pockets real quick before you ride with them to make sure there's nothing sharp on you with them. Is that alright if I just check out real quick?
Stand up really quick?
Yeah, please. That'd actually be helpful if you don't mind if I just pat you down quick.
I have a problem with that.
Okay. Do you have anything on you that can hurt these guys at all?
No, sir.
Okay. How come you have a problem with that?
Because I don't know what I have on me.
Here the police officer has grounds to pat down the suspect. They can do this under what's called a Terry stop. At this point, the officer only needs reasonable suspicion to do so. The standards for reasonable suspicion are much less than the standards for probable cause, which is needed for a stop or detention based on criminal offense. The officer just wants to pat him down and check for weapons. He already talked to his supervisor and they did not want to pursue any charges related to drugs based on probable cause.
Here's what happened. You went unresponsive. And you're agonally breathing, which means like laborious, like pre-death breathing. They gave you a little bit of Narcan, which treats opioid overdose. I'm not saying that you did anything intentionally or illegal, but because of that, that makes me think needles. Even though you're telling me it's pills, I just want to triple check that before you lay on that cot. Is that cool? How many pills do you think you took?
About 4.
Okay, and they're your prescription pain meds?
No.
Missing a pen, Steve? No, I don't.
Are they prescription? I just don't want you to fall over. Prescription pain meds?
No, I'm not gonna fall. I just gotta get my...
Okay, prescription pain meds?
Yeah, they were my wife's pills.
Okay, all right. Do you have more of the bottle so we can see what we're working with?
I just had the 4 pills that she had.
Okay, what kind of pills were they?
They were just like morphine, I think.
Okay, and they're your wife's?
Yeah.
And they're her prescription?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. What I'm going to do, bud, I'm going to pat you down, okay? You're not in any trouble, but I need to make sure nothing's going to happen with them, okay? All right?
Wait, I can't, I have to check myself first.
All right, check yourself before you wreck yourself?
Yeah.
All right, just... Phone charger?
Where's my phone?
Is that a vaping thing?
No, it's a lighter.
Oh, lighter, okay. All right, can I pat you down real quick then?
Wow, he was really giving him a lot of leeway by letting himself pat himself down and check himself. I'm kind of surprised it goes like this, but, you know, this cop's really trying to be courteous and he's really not trying to violate his rights. He just wants to do his job, and he kind of understands that there could be something going on.
Because this doesn't have to be a big deal. I want you to get some medical treatment.
I don't need...
Whoa, what's that? What's that down there? What's he doing?
Remember what we said? That stuff can that temporary stuff can wear off.
It can't wear off.
The Narcan can.
All hands all up in the pockets. I really hope this officer's paying attention.
Houston, buddy. So you took some sort of narcotic, right?
No, it was the
morphine.
Yeah.
You took morphine, which is a narcotic medication. So we gave you Narcan, right? That lasts maybe, I'm gonna give you 5-10 more minutes before you go down again.
I don't think I'm going down.
Oh, I do.
My feet hurt. How am I going down again?
Oh, give it 5 more minutes, we'll be seeing you again. So I think we should go now. Well, we got you standing, got you.
I don't really need to go. I need to get to my wife.
Okay, we need you to go though. You need to get checked out
I
because
can't go. I have to go to my wife. My wife is in a hospital.
But you're not going to do your wife any good if you're dead. And you were well on your way on that bus.
No, I wasn't. I was asleep.
No, you definitely weren't. He was agonally breathing on the bus. Only thing that brought him back was Narcan, like that. He claims he took 4 pills. They were his wife's pills that he doesn't have any left of. He's very apprehensive to me trying to pat him down. So, just kind of surprised. So I'd love to get a search of him in his bag. I mean, my thought is we can push the issue of, you know, he was in possession of prescription that wasn't his and push it that way. But I don't know how big of a deal we want to make out of this. I don't know if we want to turn it into a knockdown drag out over that or not. Just hang out with them, let me run them quick. Houston. Hey, it's Bees. Looking for your advice on how far you want to proceed with this. So, he's every time I'm like, all right, I'm going to pat you down, he's like, oh no, I'm not cool with that. So he won't let me pat him down without like forcibly doing it. He claims he took 4 of his wife's morphine pills that he does not have any left of for his leg pain. So, I mean, technically we have an admission to prescription, you know, without a valid prescription type of thing, because he says it's his wife. But he's going to be apprehensive to everything. He's not sure he wants to go get checked out. Gold Cross is begging and pleading with him to go. But I think if we go to like force him to like search him, things like that, I mean, do you think we have enough to push any sort of an issue based on his admission that he took 4 pills that weren't his? He said they were just loose in his pocket. They were his wife's. I have reasonable suspicion he might have more based on his activity, but I think that's about it, right? Yeah, I got you. I'll try it. 9190-9216. If he, I mean, and I can try calling crisis. I think they're going to balk, but I mean, if they do, there's not much else I can do at that point, I think, right? Right, and I can just kind of have a blunt conversation with him about that, so,
This is just the next spot from where I was.
and I can try calling crisis, so, yep. Whereas if he just goes on his own accord, none of that needs to occur. Gotcha, okay. Let me just have a little talk with him, okay. All right, thanks, bye. Thank you. Houston, can I talk to you for a second? Me and you. So here's the story. I'm not here to get anybody in trouble. That's not the goal. Okay. I want to make sure you're.
I cannot
listen to me.
I cannot.
You.
Man,
You're in a medical.
I cannot go.
You had a medical emergency. No. You had a medical emergency.
Man, I'm having.
You're on. Okay.
Look, one I've been withdrawing.
You took 4. Listen to me. You took 4 pain meds that were not prescribed to you, that caused you to damn near die on the bus. You don't feel it or you don't want to believe it, but that's what happened. They gave you a drug. Hold on. I'm being cool with you. I'm just telling you. They gave you a drug that's going to potentially wear off and cause you to stop breathing. That's what those opioids do. They will shut you off, and that's what was going on in there.
Opioid tattoo. That was morphine.
Dude, all I need you to do. Oh.
Can I get?
Only because he's going to back up.
Oh, I don't want you to fall over.
I'm not gonna fall over.
All you need to do is go to the hospital, get checked out. If they say you're okay, then you're on your way. I don't want you to
get home though, man.
Listen, I talked to my boss. The only other alternative to you not going voluntary, if you go voluntary, you hop on the cot, you ride down there, you get checked out, it's done. If you don't go voluntarily, here's what I have to do. I feel that you're not making a safe choice in your best interest.
I'm consciously talking.
You're not making a safe choice in your best interest, and I have to involve crisis. We have to go to the hospital anyway to start that process.
Little as this officer know, he's backing the cat into the corner.
Listen, real quick, do you have any weapons on you?
His face is struck with surprise, and this is going to escalate real quick.
No, sir.
Okay. You kind of have a bulge on your right side.
That's my phone.
Okay, don't reach for anything. Just kind of.
That's my phone.
Hold on.
I don't want. Look, man, I have a problem with officers touching me.
Lift up your shirt then.
Just
lift up your shirt. Lift up your shirt. We want to make sure everybody's safe.
Look.
He takes his gangster lane here. He racks the piece, and he does fire off a couple shots. You'll notice this police officer here is geared up to shoot, but he just can't. You'll see why in a minute. As you can see, when he comes around the corner, there's a bunch of people in the background, and it looks like there's a car here in the driveway. Some more shots were fired by the officers. They did end up apprehending the suspect alive, but he did pass away after this from the gunshot wounds. So I wasn't planning on putting out the whole entire footage and seeing all the crazy stuff. You can go find that someplace else. That wasn't the point of this. The point was for us to check out the body cam footage and see how these officers reacted. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Joe Kyser, over and out. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good whatever it is, wherever you're at. And I'll see you guys on the next video.